Alright, so this is everything you're going to need to start making your rosettes. You need powdered sugar, flour, sugar, 2% milk, vanilla, and almond. Then you're going to need 2 eggs. You're going to need Crisco and a deep fryer. And then you will also need this special tool. It's a rosette iron, and it comes with these cookie cutters here. And you put these, you twist like this part in there. And this is just an old set we had from our mom because we used to make rosettes with our grandma and our mom. But with all of that, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put some Crisco into the deep fryer, and we're going to get it heated up. Alright, so we're just heating this up and let that melt. And just make sure there's enough Crisco in there so that when you put this in there, this doesn't touch the bottom. So you just have to base it off of your size deep fryer. So we're gonna let that melt. And while that's melting, we will make the batter. Alright, we got our mixing bowl, and we're gonna start with our eggs. With 1 cup of milk, then we're going to do 1 cup of flour. Alright, 1 cup of flour. We're going to add our sugar. 2 teaspoons. Okay, so we're stirring all that together, and now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Boop. Okay, then we're going to add almond. 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, so that is the mixture of our batter for the rosettes, and now we're going to make sure everything is ready to go with the fryer, and we're going to heat the iron up first, and then we will dip it in and dip it in there. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to start with the iron, and you're going to get it hot, and you're going to just dip it in without any batter on it, just a little bit, and then you're going to dip it in your batter. This is the very first time we're doing this alone without our mom.
Yes.
So
we're a little nervous.
Yes, and you're not going to cover the iron and batter. You're just going to do like about halfway.
It's sticky.
Is it sticking on it?
No. What did we forget to do?
Be back in a moment. Okay, so this one kept falling off because it's an old set for our iron, so we had to switch to a different shape, so it won't maybe look as pretty as the flower, but we got a circle here, and we're just doing a trial and run. So let's see if anything gets pulled off, because right now all we're getting is crumbs. Ah, but it's a full circle. I got a full cookie. I have to get it out. Give me another fork. I got a cookie. Cookie success. A little bit. Alright, so Kimi got a full cookie off the iron. It just takes some trial and error and some practice and patience. And so once we get in the groove a little bit, we'll show you because we're still working on it here. Alright, now that we've gotten the hang of this, because it's our very first time making them, you're going to get the iron hot. Just a little bit on the bottom. I suggest turning it up. We turned up the heat to 375 and it was working better for us. Give your batter a little stir. Put the iron in, but not the whole way. So you get an even coat of batter on the bottom. Yes. And then you're gonna, don't stick the whole iron in, just stick about halfway in. If it's hot enough, the cookie will fall off. If it's not hot enough like our first round, then it's got stuck on there and we had to peel it off with a fork. But it can fall off. Have a fork handy to give it a little push if you need it. And then I've been flipping them over so that both sides get cooked. But voila. And let it bubble. Let the bubbles be your guide.
And once it stops bubbling, then you can pull it out.
Our mom said yes, when it bubbles fast, it's cooking, and then when the bubbles stop or slow down, it should be done. Alright, I'm gonna flip it again. Alright, now I can show you our cookie. Here's what we've got so far. Not perfect, but I think it's a good first attempt. And then you just sprinkle the powdered sugar on. Why we stick to traveling. We don't cook anymore. Oh,
If it doesn't stick, the iron's not hot enough.
so like it should stick and be smooth on the bottom. We were having trouble in the beginning because it wasn't sticking to the iron. So that means it's not, the iron wasn't hot enough. Alright, and then we're gonna flip it over. A nice golden brown. And then you sprinkled some powdered sugar on the top. Alright, so this is what we've got so far. We've been starting to put some away in a container to save for later, some out on the pan. Those are ones we're still working on. I think that will do it for today's vlog. Sorry we couldn't use the little flower pattern. I know when I think of rosettes, I think of this pattern, but the thing would not stay on the irons because it's such an old set that we had. So, but we're able to make the circles, and let us know if you guys try this at home.